Hello everyone, the Mountaintcraft Take 2 here. Well, ain't this a familiar sight now, more or less? Unfortunately, guys, this may be the last sight we ever get like this for a while. Because now I do know, in fact, that this will be the last time we will be here at Buffalo's airport. And actually spending the night here for a while. At least until next year. So, here's the thing, guys. Everyone, tomorrow morning we got a long day and an early start ahead of us, so I'm going to kind of speed through this presentation on our travels for tomorrow, in what is now going to become part one of the special travel adventure. Actually, not special travel adventure. The travel adventure from Erie, Pennsylvania to Libby, Montana. This is definitely going to be a long one. We only have 3 airports that we're going through tomorrow. We have, of course, Buffalo's airport, which is right here. It's Buffalo Niagara International Airport. And we'll be going through there tomorrow to board an American Airlines flight at 7 a.m. To depart out to Dallas-Fort Worth. We'll be getting there kind of early-ish. It'll be around like 9-ish something, and then we depart from Dallas at around noon and make it up to Kalispell, Montana by around 2. So hopefully sometime in around anywhere between 4 to 6 p.m. tomorrow, we will be back in our home state of Montana and in our home city of Libby. So we have 2 American Airlines flights. Both are in economy class. And both are going to be fairly long flights nonetheless. I like that it's more direct than all the others. Of course, I think it's going to be rather interesting sitting in economy for all those flights. For both of those. The last time I did this flight, I did sit in economy. So, well, not too much is going to change with this flight anyways. But I hope you all have enjoyed this video, just detailing what's going to happen tomorrow. Excuse me. We do have a long day ahead of us, and the sun is setting on yet another term completed for my schooling. And ultimately, next term will actually be the last one that we will do here. Because after the next term is over, we get to go home on externship. There'll be another special travel adventure in September for wherever I wind up going for externship. And then externship goes until December. And we'll have 2 special travel adventures next year that I know of. One will be to come over here to get certified, and then that one is still yet to be determined as to what day and time and everything, and flights, of course. And then the other one I just found out here couple weeks ago, I think, that we'll be coming back over here in June for graduation. So that'll be a special travel adventure all within itself. They'll be in June of next year, in mid-June, around the 18th, because that's the day that graduation falls on. So, anyways, everyone, I hope you have a good night. I'm going to go to bed and get me some much-needed sleep, because tomorrow's going to be a long day, and it's an early start, so it's definitely going to feel longer than normal. So, anyways, everyone have a good night. God bless. And we shall see you here in the morning for the first video of part 1, Erie, Pennsylvania to Libby, Montana. And we'll be seeing you guys then bright and early, about 4 a.m. To get the day started and get rolling towards the airport to get to the flight. So, we'll see you all then. Good night. God bless. And we will see you all next time. Good morning, everyone. Mountain Take 2 here. Well, it is currently 4:53 a.m. We gotta be down at the shuttle at 5:15 to make it to the airport at 5:30. So, like I said, today, early start. I got up about an hour ago, about 4 a.m. And be honest, I actually do feel more well rested than I thought I would. But after being this has been finals week, I have undoubtedly been going to bed a lot later than I should. So actually, for once, getting to bed before midnight actually feels pretty good. So maybe that's why. Anyways, looks like it's a beautiful sunrise this morning over Buffalo, New York, and I think phone's thermometer said it was like 60 something degrees outside. So it's gearing up to be a beautiful day, at least from the looks of it. But we need to get to the airport here shortly so we can check in, get through security and all that. Flight is supposed to be boarding in about an hour and a half, so it's plenty of time for us to get over to the airport and get some breakfast and then get to our gate. So anyways, we will see you all in the airport post security heading to breakfast. So have a good morning, guys, and we will see you all in the next video. Psych, you guys thought I was going to get away without giving you guys a room tour. Well, being honest, I almost just walked out the door and forgot about it. But this is our room here at the Comfort Inn and Suites at Buffalo's airport. We had a wonderful night here last night. Comfy bed and all, slept pretty soundly. I didn't wake up once for, I'd say, probably about 6.5-ish hours of sleep. And everything in here looks good. They got a fridge in here and freezer. I didn't get that very good, did I? Yeah, and a small freezer even, so that's actually nice. Kudos to Buffalo's to this hotel for having that. And sink. And here's the bathroom. Got done taking a shower this morning. Actually felt good. Water pressure did go down a couple times, but otherwise it was all right. So, anyways, we shall see you all later inside the airport post security on our way to breakfast. So, good morning to everyone, and we will see you all inside Buffalo Niagara International Airport. Well, good morning, guys. It is currently 6:19, a couple minutes out from boarding, and we're about to board this American Airlines flight down to Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. And flight's supposed to be at least a couple hours today. We're supposed to get in like 9:20 or 9:30-ish. So, I think it's going to be a nice flight, if nothing else. Partly cloudy skies, decent temperature. I think it's like in the 60s or 70s outside. So, anyways, we shall see you all on board the plane. Get going for our first flight of the day, and here in the next, about 5 hours or so from now, we'll hopefully be home. So, well, at least in our home state. Anyways, we shall see you all on board the plane. Alright, folks. We are on board the plane. Getting ready to depart here in the next about 20 minutes from now. So, anyways, so far everything's going good. And I had a pretty easy time getting on board, so we shall see you all for the safety briefing and pushback from the gate. So, anyways, we'll see you all later. It's a beautiful morning out there, so we'll be on our way here shortly. Anyway, see you in the next one. Well, we might be a little bit delayed, guys. We're supposed to be out of here at 7:01, which is in 4 more minutes. But the toilets currently don't work, so I guess they're gonna bring some people out to make sure that they flush right and everything before we depart. So stay tuned for further updates. We'll get them here shortly as soon as they figure out what the problem is. Anyway, see you guys then. Push back 0714, so they finally fixed the issue and we're on our way.
We'd like to thank you all for joining us on Flight 882 in service to Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. Your safety is very important, so please pause for a moment to give your attention to the flight attendants in the aisle.
Welcome to your American Airlines flight on its way to one of our many destinations across the globe, made possible by our dedicated team members who all do it for one reason: you. That's why your safety and well-being are so important to us. Let's go through some in-flight instructions so we can get you safely on your way. First, make sure your seat is upright, all larger electronic devices are put away, and your tray table is stowed. Seat back device holders must be stowed for taxi, takeoff, and landing. If you have a carry-on, place it all the way under the seat in front of you. Larger carry-on luggage goes in the overhead bin. If you have small handheld devices, such as cell phones, tablets, and smartwatches, please switch them to airplane mode now. If your electronic device falls into your seat, please do not adjust your seat and contact a crew member for assistance. If you are seated at an overwing exit, your window shade must remain open for taxi, takeoff, and landing. If you haven't already fastened your seatbelt, insert the metal end into the buckle and pull the strap so it's tight across your hips. To open your seatbelt, lift the top of the buckle. And remember, seatbelts should be fastened whenever you're seated in case of unexpected turbulence. U.S. law requires compliance with lighted and posted signs and crew member instructions. All flights are non-smoking, including e-cigarettes, vape devices, and smokeless tobacco. It's against the law to tamper with, disable, or destroy the lavatory smoke detectors. Doing so may result in a fine. For safety reasons, e-cigarettes and vape devices may not be plugged into any power source while on board the airplane. The safety card in your seat pocket explains the safety features of this airplane, including the location and operation of exits and flotation devices. But of course, don't hesitate to ask our crew members questions. This airplane has 2 exit doors in the front, 4 window exits over the wings, and 2 exit doors in the back. Take a moment to locate the nearest one, and keep in mind, it may be behind you. All door exits have evacuation slides to use in the unlikely event of an emergency. When directed to exit, jump onto the slide and move away from the airplane. In a water evacuation, life rafts are located in marked ceiling compartments. All exits are clearly marked with signs and opening instructions. If needed, exit path lighting in the aisle will illuminate near the floor to guide you to an exit indicated by signs and lights. In the event of an emergency, leave all belongings and proceed to the closest usable exit. If needed, oxygen masks will drop from an overhead compartment. Remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and pull the mask down to start the flow of oxygen. Place the mask over your nose and mouth and put the elastic band over your head. Pull the straps to tighten and breathe normally. You should always put on your mask before helping others. Oxygen is flowing even if the bag does not inflate. Life vests are located under, next to, or between your seat. For help locating them, see your safety card. To remove the vest, pull the tab or compartment handle to break the seal. If equipped with an elastic harness, remove the harness before opening the pouch. Take the vest out as shown on the safety card and put it over your head. Wrap the strap around your waist, attach the buckle, and pull tight. Once outside, pull the tab to inflate your vest or blow into the red tube. In the water, a light on your vest will automatically illuminate. If necessary, an infant life vest will be distributed by a crew member. See your safety card for more details on how to use it. We will be dimming the cabin lights for takeoff. Individual reading light controls are at each seat. It's our honor to care for you on your journey. If you have any questions, please refer to your safety card or ask any of the crew members as they do their final cabin check. And as always, let us know if there's anything we can do to make your time with us more enjoyable.
Thank you for watching our safety demonstration. Federal regulation prohibits smoking, including use of e-cigarettes and vaping devices on board any of our aircraft. These devices may not be plugged into USB ports or AC outlets. We're coming through the cabin now for our final safety check. We appreciate you choosing American Airlines, so sit back, relax, and enjoy your 3-hour flight down to 2-hour and 55-minute flight down to Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. Here at American Airlines, we do have a quiet cabin policy. If you're listening to any music or watching any videos on your personal device, you must have headphones attached. If you do not have headphones, we do apologize, but the device must be muted and you have your subtitles turned on. Ladies and gentlemen, in our main cabin, we do apologize as well in advance that we will not be able to serve any hot beverages in our main cabin. There will be no hot coffee or hot tea in main cabin. We do apologize in advance. Thank you so much for choosing American Airlines.
As you all might have been learning to see now, this was going to be an interesting flight nonetheless. I'm just joking with you. I just think it's rather interesting. At first, the toilet was broken on board this flight, and they had to get it all fixed and everything, and then wound up that now they're not going to be able to serve any hot coffee on there. I think that's a rule nowadays on airlines. Gotta have coffee on board at least. I know I don't drink coffee, but I think that might just be a little bit against the rules not to have coffee on board. But anyway, walk us through. We get to take off here from the runway out here at Buffalo's airport, and just have a great time getting up into the air. We were a little bit behind getting going that morning because of the delay with the toilet and all, but otherwise we had a great flight and great morning takeoff from Buffalo. I couldn't have asked for better weather to be flying out of Buffalo with. It was nice, as you can see. It's nice, clear, partly cloudy skies, decent temperature outside, and inside the airport as well. I mean, they were keeping the temperature quite decent nonetheless for that time of year, because it was June. And so anyways, that's our departure out of Buffalo, and getting to kind of get a more closer of a look as to the northern edges of Buffalo and out towards the falls. And soon we'll be turning south towards Dallas, and then get to see, the rest of Buffalo there. So hope you all have enjoyed this part of the video so far. Guys, we are on descent into the airport.
and this entire New York-based flight crew would like to be the first to say welcome to Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, where the local time is 9:11 a.m. We ask for you all to please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened until we have safely parked at the gate and the captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign. That'll be your only indication that you're able to get up and move freely about the cabin. Please be reminded that items do like to shift when in flight, so be very careful when opening those overhead bins. Do a final check in your seat back pockets, down by your feet, and in all surrounding areas for any items that you wish to take with you off this aircraft, like cell phones, tablets, passports, chargers, or any other personal valuables. Once you do exit this aircraft, you'll not be allowed back on. We know you have a choice in airlines, and we're so thankful that you chose American Airlines to get you here safely. Whether you're staying in Dallas or just passing through, thank you for choosing the safest in the industry. Today we'll be arriving into Terminal C as in Charlie, Gate C as in Charlie, number 19. If this is your final destination, your check bags will be located at Baggage Claim Carousel C as in Charlie, number 15. If you have a connecting flight out of Dallas, once entering the terminal, please check airport monitors for up-to-date gate information. It's been a pleasure having you all aboard today. We do appreciate your company with us today, and may you all have a wonderful day.
Behind, coming through.
Welcome everyone. We are in DFW Airport. We're down at C30 right now, waiting for our flight. We got some Chili's for lunch, some chicken strips, some fries. Would you believe this costed like 20 something? I think it's 25 dollars and 40 cents. This stuff is expensive. I can get this stuff home for cheap. I guess everything gets more expensive when you go into an airport, but we got ourselves a decent space here in the airport. Jill's waiting on our plane, so anyway, we'll see you all later with an update for the previous flight and for our next one. So we shall talk to you all later. Hope you're enjoying the video this far, and still have one more flight left to go, so we will see you in the next video.
Airlines flight on its way to one of our many destinations across the globe, made possible by our dedicated team members who all do it for one reason: you. That's why your safety and well-being are so important to us. Let's go through some in-flight instructions so we can get you safely on your way. First, make sure your seat is upright. All larger electronic devices are put away and your tray table is stowed. Seat back device holders must be stowed for taxi, takeoff, and landing. If you have a carry-on, place it all the way under the seat in front of you. Larger carry-on luggage goes in the overhead bin. If you have small handheld devices, such as cell phones, tablets, and smartwatches, please switch them to airplane mode now. If your electronic device falls into your seat, please do not adjust your seat and contact a crew member for assistance. If you are seated at an overwing exit, your window shade must remain open for taxi, takeoff, and landing. If you haven't already fastened your seatbelt, insert the metal end into the buckle and pull the strap so it's tight across your hips. To open your seatbelt, lift the top of the buckle. And remember, seatbelts should be fastened whenever you're seated in case of unexpected turbulence. U.S. law requires compliance with lighted and posted signs and crew member instructions. All flights are non-smoking, including e-cigarettes, vape devices, and smokeless tobacco. It's against the law to tamper with, disable, or destroy the lavatory smoke detectors. Doing so may result in a fine. For safety reasons, e-cigarettes and vape devices may not be plugged into any power source while on board the airplane. The safety card in your seat pocket explains the safety features of this airplane, including the location and operation of exits and flotation devices. But of course, don't hesitate to ask our crew members questions. This airplane has 2 exit doors in the front, 4 window exits over the wings, and 2 exit doors in the back. Take a moment to locate the nearest one, and keep in mind, it may be behind you. All door exits have evacuation slides to use in the unlikely event of an emergency. When directed to exit, jump onto the slide and move away from the airplane. In a water evacuation, life rafts are located in marked ceiling compartments. All exits are clearly marked with signs and opening instructions. If needed, exit path lighting in the aisle will illuminate near the floor to guide you to an exit indicated by signs and lights. In the event of an emergency, leave all belongings and proceed to the closest usable exit. If needed, oxygen masks will drop from an overhead compartment. Remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and pull the mask down to start the flow of oxygen. Place the mask over your nose and mouth and put the elastic band over your head. Pull the straps to tighten and breathe normally. You should always put on your mask before helping others. Oxygen is flowing even if the bag does not inflate. Life vests are located under, next to, or between your seat. For help locating them, see your safety card. To remove the vest, pull the tab or compartment handle to break the seal. If equipped with an elastic harness, remove the harness before opening the pouch. Take the vest out as shown on the safety card and put it over your head. Wrap the strap around your waist, attach the buckle, and pull tight. Once outside, pull the tab to inflate your vest or blow into the red tube. In the water, a light on your vest will automatically illuminate. If necessary, an infant life vest will be distributed by a crew member. See your safety card for more details on how to use it. We will be dimming the cabin lights for takeoff. Individual reading light controls are at each seat. It's our honor to care for you on your journey. If you have any questions, please refer to your safety card or ask any of the crew members as they do their final cabin check. And as always, let us know if there's anything we can do to make your time with us more enjoyable.
Thank you so much for your attention. After takeoff, our flying time will be approximately 3 hours and 9 minutes. And enjoy your flight. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure those air vents above you are open, and you might want to close your window shades. It helps keep the aircraft cooler while we're on the ground before we take off.
Hello everyone, welcome on board the flight from Dallas up to Kalispell, and had a great layover in Dallas. Got to eat some good food, rather expensive pricing nonetheless, but I guess that's, like I said, to be expected when you're in an airport. It's all convenience. So, getting to go on the flight from Dallas up to Kalispell was a pretty nice flight nonetheless, and getting ready to, we're taxiing out to the runway to take off here at Dallas Fort Worth International, and for the flight on up to Kalispell, and it was decent and all. So hope you all have enjoyed this so far, and I'm just gonna, for the rest of the video, I'm just let it play out and show you guys all they had to offer on board the flight basically, and we're just getting this, and then up ahead we also have the landing footage and stuff into Kalispell, so hope you all enjoy. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. So, getting to film here. The approach into Kalispell was a particularly rainy day coming in to the Flathead Valley in that area. Not as nice nearly as it was in Dallas, but you know what? Just the fact of getting to finally be back in my home state and getting to see some very familiar sights coming through the view. I recognize a lot of this stuff from when I used to actually live in Kalispell for a brief period of time, and not to mention all the constant times I've gotten to go over to Kalispell. But overall, guys, the flights were absolutely fantastic. I can't give American Airlines enough credit for a wonderful set of flights getting from Buffalo over to Kalispell. Mind you, this is still afternoon. It's like 3-ish o'clock in the afternoon when we got into Kalispell, and that meant there was more daylight. We didn't have to drive home in the dark. Actually made it into Kalispell a decent time, and I actually, while it was rather indecent getting to leave Buffalo at that hour of the morning, you know what? I would much rather have done that than, get a later on flight out of Buffalo and avoided the costs and hotels and just drove up there same day. I would have rather avoided that and gotten in here early. So that way, on the drive home we can kind of see everything, see all the new things that have been going on in the area. So overall, I would definitely give the flight and everything a good solid 5 out of 5 rating. And both flights I would definitely give a solid 5 out of 5 rating. The flight attendants were nice, they were focused, they did a great job customer service wise and everything, and they got through the cabin in a very timely manner and giving out snacks and everything else. And just overall, for crew, safety, and just the niceness of the flight attendants and everything, I'm giving both of these flights a 5 out of 5 rating. Not to mention the timely manner in which they got me home, and for the fact is that I had long enough layovers to make it through those airports. So I have to give them credit in scheduling as well, that it gave me long enough time to make it through those airports, get something to eat, and then make it into Kalispell still in a very timely manner before the sun went down. So overall, guys, the flights went absolutely wonderful.
Please remain seated
and
with your seatbelt
we will
fastened
see you guys
until
all
the
next
seatbelt
time
sign
on
is
board
turned off.
the
And keep the
part
aisles
2,
clear of all
so
carry-on
that way
items.
you guys get to see the
Take a
trip
moment
back,
to check your
and
seat back pocket for any
surprise
personal
is in
items,
first
like
class,
tablets and cell phones.
so that way you all get to
When
see
you
that
open
and
the
see the
overhead
kind of comparison,
compartment,
because
be
this was
careful,
filmed in
as
economy,
items may have
and
moved
the
in
next
flight.
one up is in
And
first
thank you
class
for
on the way
choosing
back.
American Airlines.
So hope you all have enjoyed this. Please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Welcome to Kalispell.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kalispell with a local time 3:03. On behalf of American Airlines and entire crew, we'd like to thank you for flying with us today. We hope to see you again soon on another American Airlines flight. Thank you, and have a very good afternoon. If anyone else would like to take advantage of the Citibank 80,000-mile credit card offer, we'll have those applications as you plan. As a reminder, no annual fee for that first year. Then you can start planning your next vacation. We should be at the gate very shortly. Once that seatbelt sign is turned off, that'll be your indication it's safe to get up and gather your belongings. Thanks again for flying American, and have a great day.